Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin from SciFiantasy. Welcome back. It's been a while since we've done a video, and today you got me and you got my little man behind the camera. Actually, I have a cameraman today. So, didn't do much building last year. I was pretty busy, and we're going to try to get on some building this year. I got to stop saying so much in my videos because you don't need to hear me say that. The first annual SciFiantasy Model of the Year contest. The voting's done, everything came in, everything went great. A whole bunch of different models, everybody did a great job. And the three winners were, in third place was Interstellar Modeler. The second place was Kenny Gogan, and first place was Simon Merckx. And you'll be seeing their trophies and stuff once they all come in because they're being custom made. And we're going to be putting out the new set of rules for the next contest, the SciFiantasy Model of the Year 2016. So this year we plan on getting some more stuff done. We're actually in development right now of a book series, which hopefully we'll have out quickly, and we'll bring you more information on that. There's a big right there. I guess, since we're here, we'll get right to what we're going to be doing next. Alright, the first thing we're going to be doing, getting back into the new year and building, is the little Cadet series. The AMT little guys here, and we got this for Christmas. Figured do something quick and get our fingers back on plastic. So what comes in the box is future builds. Well, this is from 2013, tells you how old this kid is. We don't need that. And the three little tiny ships that are in the bag, decals, directions, and a mail-in card. The box, if I would have one suggestion for round two, this thing is just oversized and a waste of cardboard and a waste of money. It could be like one of the Tamiya boxes that are this thin and fit everything in here. This takes up just shelf space and closet space and a bunch of trees that probably didn't have to be killed for this guy. No, not a tree hugger, but it could have been done a little smaller just to save some space. And well, let's see. Let's get this guy out here. This way we can open it up. First video is going to be a little longer because we had some stuff to say, but the following videos we're going to try to keep a little shorter and more concise what we're doing. So it's 3 sets of sprues for the Klingon ship, the Enterprise, and the Romulan ship over here. And they're very tiny, and they shouldn't take that long to do. There's not a lot of detail on them because they are little guys, but they're pretty nice. Enough detail to see what's going on. And if you don't have a lot of room, or you want to put these on your desk at work or something like that, it's cool little ships. So I guess we'll start building on one of these, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, the first little guy we're going to work on is the Romulan bird of prey. Once this guy's built up, he's 2.125 inches long. Even with the little kits, there's some stuff that you're going to have to take care of if you want to. Like on the nacelles, there's big seam lines down both. I don't know if you can really see that. It's tough to see. There's a couple seam lines, and the back of the nacelle has to be worked on both of those. On the belly of the ship, from where the pins are inside, you can see four divots in there. And when they casted this the plastic came out all swirly, so after priming it, hopefully that goes away on the bottom half of this guy. And on the top half, where from the 4 pins on the top, there's little dimples all in 4 places where those pins would be. So I gotta clean this up, and then we'll bring you back once he's all cleaned up. Well, these little guys I thought would be easier than they are. So I got them on the brass rod. This way we're just gonna display them all probably together and just flying like that. Just put them on a little base, nothing special. bondoed up the little bit of gaps that are over there. I'm still trying to get rid of the circle marks over here. And now the last thing is the top half is you can see a little gap there, a little gap around, but looking at the pictures, it looks like they're trying to represent how the hull was a little higher at that point, but the gap is pretty big on this guy. So I don't know if I'm going to try to fill it in and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't come out too level, but I'm going to try to get rid of that. It's a pretty big gap for this small ship right on the side there. And then the next thing is deciding on color, which a lot of people are telling me it's silver, some people saying white, some people saying light gray. Looking at the picture from the original series, this guy looks like a light gray like this, which I think I'm going to just use the Tamiya primer on it and keep them this color light gray, or I'll see what I got inside paint wise and do that light gray and get the decals. Hopefully this guy will be finished today, which he should be, and then we'll show you what he looks like. Okay, well, we got the little bugger together. We got the seams that were over here and here, over here and here, and the gap around the sides done up, and she is primed finally. Didn't take that long, but long enough in between days. And next up is, I was searching online asking people what color the ship is, and it looks like from the original picture, the original studio model I should say, it's gray, not silver. Very few people said silver. The box says silver, but it's definitely not silver. You'll see a picture of it up on the screen showing you that it is actually gray, and the front of the nacelle is, the bottom half looks like whitish, and then the top is more of a red. So we're going to paint the inside. We'll paint this silver, and then we'll put a clear red over it, and then the back will be either a titanium or a silver or something like that. And then the whole body we're going to use Badger camouflage gray. It's a light gray. And then we'll get all that done, and we'll come back to you and show you what's going on. Well, I got the gray on there. I decided not to go with the Badger gray. It was a little too light, so I went with the Tamiya XF66 instead. My little guy, he's not being my cameraman right now. He's playing zombies on, what is he playing? Black Ops 3, that's what he's playing. So I'm working on this guy. We've got the gray all over. And next up is I'm going to shoot the clear coat on there. If we could get that in focus. The Model Masters gloss coat, it's acrylic, so it'll match up right with the paint, and hopefully I could keep all the dust off of this thing. So I'm going to shoot that up, and then I'll be back. Okay, well, we got the clear coat on this little guy. I used Tamiya X11 Chrome Silver for the end of the nacelle, and actually put it on the tip of the nacelle, and then we used Tamiya X27 Clear Red on the very tips of the nacelles there to give them a little color. I don't think it's supposed to be really that bright of red, but that's what I had, so that's what I'm using. And then the next step on this little guy is going to be the decals, and get those on. And then once those guys are on, I'm going to do a flat coat over everything else except for the tips of both nacelles, because I want those a little bit shinier, and I want the rest of the body flat, and that'll be that. So once we get the decals on, I'll be right back again. Okay, well, this little guy is finally done. Did the clear coat, and we got the decals on here. If you do this guy, when you're doing the horseshoe decals, cut these two little windows off, align them centered with the nose array, and then put the horseshoe on, because you can see it's too small. I had to kind of line it up as best I could, but this side ends up closer to the bridge than the other side. That's one problem with the decals. The other problem was the tail decals are a little too big, so I ended up wrapping it around the top. That's pretty much it. I gotta stop saying or and then we got this guy on here on the bottom. He came out really nice, all flat coated up, so he's done. The only thing we got to do is paint the brass rod black, but I'm not worried about that right now until I get the base ready for these three. And then in the next video we are gonna work on the Klingon battle cruiser over here, which I got the bottom part put on and I got the neck done, and this just has to go on here, but I got to put the rod in there. So I'm not even going to turn the camera around today. Thank you all for watching the video, and come join us at SciFiantasy.com. Thanks guys. Bye.